Sometimes, when everything is quiet and you're not even looking at your screen, a sudden thought pops into your head. A question that just won't leave you alone. Lila is 17, and tonight she's gazing at the stars. She's wondering something many of us have asked ourselves.
How was the Earth actually formed, and where did everything come from?
If you're curious about the story of our universe and our home planet, stick around, because this is just the beginning of an amazing journey. To understand where Earth came from, we need to start with the very beginning, the universe itself. About 13.8 billion years ago, there was nothing. No space, no time, no matter, absolutely nothing. Then, from a point smaller than an atom, the universe suddenly exploded into existence. This moment is called the Big Bang. It wasn't an explosion of fire like a bomb. It was an explosion of space itself, expanding faster than anything we can imagine.
Wait, so before the Big Bang, there was literally nothing? No time, no space? How does that even work?
It's one of the biggest mysteries of science. Time and space themselves started at the Big Bang. We can't look before, because time didn't exist yet. Right after the Big Bang, the universe was an extremely hot, dense soup of tiny particles and energy. As it expanded, it cooled down enough for the first simple particles to form, like protons and electrons, the building blocks of everything. Over millions of years, these particles began to clump together under gravity, the invisible force that pulls things toward each other. Slowly, huge clouds of gas and dust formed, called nebulae. These clouds grew denser and hotter until eventually nuclear reactions started in their cores, and the first stars were born.
How do these clouds get so big and dense, and what makes a star turn on?
Gravity pulls all the dust and gas in a cloud closer and closer together. As it gets denser, pressure and temperature in the center rise until hydrogen atoms start to fuse into helium. This process releases a huge amount of energy, and the star begins to shine. Stars are like massive nuclear reactors creating light and heat. Inside stars, heavier elements are formed too, like carbon, oxygen, iron. Elements essential for life and planets. When massive stars reach the end of their lives, they explode in huge supernovae, scattering these elements across space. Our own sun was born about 4.6 billion years ago in one of the spiral arms of our galaxy, the Milky Way. Around this young sun was a spinning disk of gas, dust, and ice, the leftover material from the star's formation.
So, all the planets, including Earth, formed from that spinning disk.
Exactly. Tiny particles collided and stuck together, growing into larger rocks called planetesimals. These then collided and merged to form even bigger bodies, protoplanets. Over time, one of these grew large enough to become Earth, a fiery ball of molten rock. But the early Earth was a hostile place. Its surface was molten lava, constantly reshaped by volcanoes and bombarded by asteroids. There was no air to breathe, and the atmosphere was thick with poisonous gases like methane and ammonia.
Could anything survive on Earth back then? It sounds like a nightmare.
No life as we know it could survive there yet. But then, something incredible happened. A Mars-sized object crashed into the young Earth in a catastrophic collision. The impact was so powerful that part of Earth's surface was blasted into space. From that debris, our moon was born. This giant collision had a huge effect on Earth. It slowed Earth's spin and created the tides that shape life today.
Wow, so the moon is actually made from Earth? That's wild.
Yes, the moon's gravitational pull stabilizes Earth's tilt and rotation, which makes our climate more stable and the days longer. Important conditions for life to develop. Over millions of years, Earth's surface cooled and hardened. Water vapor in the atmosphere condensed into rain, falling for thousands of years to fill huge oceans. In these early oceans, the first simple life forms appeared, tiny, single-celled organisms. They were very different from plants and animals, but they were the beginning of all life on Earth.
How did these tiny cells get their energy, and what made them start living?
Some early life used energy from chemicals in the water. Others began to use sunlight through a process called photosynthesis, which eventually created the oxygen we breathe today. From these humble beginnings, life evolved over billions of years. From simple cells to complex plants and animals, leading to the incredible diversity we see now. And here's the amazing part. You and everything around you are made of star stuff. Every atom in your body, from the calcium in your bones to the iron in your blood, was once inside a star.
So, I really am made of stardust? That feels magical.
You are not just an observer of the universe. You are the universe itself, alive and conscious. The Earth is not a random accident. It's the result of billions of years of cosmic events, chance, and change. An extraordinary story of creation. And the story continues. There's still so much to learn about our planet, our solar system, and the vast universe beyond.
What's next? What else will we discover?
If you want to find out, subscribe now and join us as we explore the wonders of the cosmos. Together.